Hey guys, welcome back to Struggleville YouTube channel. For this video, I have some amazing new tool deals to share with you. Everything's going to be linked down below. There's a ton. There is no way you get through this entire video without finding at least something that you can't live without that is like 50, 60% off. There's tons of good stuff. I hate when I let the deals build up because there's too many to go through. I had to cherry pick. You really need to go to the homepage, look through all the deals because this isn't all of them. I had to pick out my favorites because there was too many. And they're so good. They're juicy. So many, it's almost speechless. Don't even know what to say. Don't know where to tackle it. But it's just like my favorite pizza. You just take it one bite at a time. First up, we have the Mechanic Toolkit. 46-piece, 72-tooth ratchet. This is by Eastvolt, and it's 50% off. You're getting both metric and SAE. Normally $46.22, 40% promo code, 10% coupon. Did I mention I checked every single one of these deals before hitting the record button? They all work right now. You see something you like, you buy it now. You don't wait till later. You wait till later, the code's dead. It's gone. Be a big crybaby, a tear in your beard, dog hate you, bite you in your nuts while you're sleeping. If you don't want to get bit in the nuts while you're sleeping, then you buy now. Don't wait till later. $23 for this kit. Now, you could easily pay $23 just for the deep wells listed in here, but you're also going to get all the shallows, you're going to get a ratchet to go with it, and you're getting the handy-dandy case. You get this similar set at Harbor Freight just for the deep wells, you're paying more, you don't even get a case. You're getting a lot more value here. Really good for the Eastvolt. Now, before we go on, well, I want to show you one more, and then we're going to go to a category page. There were so many deals on this category page, I thought I got to do a video all by itself on this, but we don't have time for that. So we're going to work it in here, but we're going to do it quickly. But first, this deal. This is one I purchased myself because it's amazing and I love it. Thread checker for nuts and bolts, 17-inch and 13 metric. Individual nut and bolt thread gauge, handy for fixed bolts or threaded holes. Okay, so this is by King of and it's 50% off. Normally $36, going to be $18 now. Goes through the 30th. If you watch the Struggleville 2 channel, the second channel, just last week we had a similar product that's the board style. You have probably seen those, where it's a bunch of threaded holes and it's a bunch of different like threaded rods, and they're all labeled. They tell you what the diameter is, they tell you what the thread is, so you know exactly, the nut you need for your bolt and all that. So this is very similar, but it's individual pieces. We have the blacks are SAEs and the silvers are metric. That might be reversed, but whatever. And the bottom of all of these is a threaded hole of the same thread. They're all labeled on the side. Now, one thing that makes this superior to the other one is if we had like a threaded hole like in the engine block or something, we can't bring that plate to that threaded hole. And if we don't have the bolt, we're testing, we're guessing. This, no, he's bringing this over. Okay, it's quarter 20. Boom, got it. That's probably not going to be a hole in the... Anyway, it's quarter 20. Boom. Super easy to figure out. Comes with the handy-dandy case, too. Now, the downside is you might lose these. I mean, keep them in the case. Keep them around. But I love that. Even though I just had that thing last week, I thought, no, I'm getting this one. It's a good price and super useful to have around. I was just using the board one over the weekend as I was playing around, changing out some rusty bolts with some stainless steel hardware, and I wanted to make sure I matched up everything, and it made it super easy. Because all the little boxes are labeled, all like the Vigru boxes and everything, they all say what size it is, so I just find out, what did I just pull out? I just pulled out, that's why I use quarter 20, because that was what a lot of them were. Pull out the quarter 20, okay, let me look at that in the stainless steel pile over here, boom, got it, put it in, perfect, beautiful, no more rusty bolt. So I love these things, really good price too, because the plate ones are so expensive. It's why I didn't buy one forever, and then the company said, hey, we'll give you one for free. I'm like, shit, yeah, I'll take one for free. So now, this is the home improvement deals page, okay? So one link down to just this entire page. There's so much good stuff. First off, we got a bunch of hardware. We got this A.O. Corey self-tapping screw assortment, stainless steel, 400 pieces, $16.99, 50% off. You're going to pay $8.50. Got both in black and silver. More from our friends at... Now, these are expensive, but they're grade 8 bolts. So not something you're going to use for everything. But these are really good. $72.99, 50% off here, about $36, $37. Again, handy dandy case. You're getting the bolts, the nuts, the washers, the lock washers. More Vigoro. Vigoro. Grade 8 bolts again. This set's a little bit cheaper. It's 586 pieces. Bolts, nuts, washers, lock washers. $59.99. 50% off down to $29.99 on those. $232 for our concrete screw assortment. $29.99. 50% off. Again, only going to pay $14.99. $232 even comes with your drill bit, so you got the right bit for the right size. You don't want to get that messed up because it ain't going to work right. Deck screws, brown, 400 piece. Torx heads, $36, 50% off, brings it down to $18. Remember, if you're buying more than one product that has a promo code, you got to split it up in individual transactions. Usually, Amazon does not let you apply more than one promo code at a time. But if you're a Prime member, you're getting the free shipping anyways. Who gives a damn? 10 individual transactions, they'll ship them all together anyway. Next up, we got a kitchen faucet. Now, I posted the silver one. There was also, I believe, a black one. $56.99, 50% off. We're under $30. Comes with a little extendable sprayer guy. I got one of those on mine I've had for 2 or 3 years now. Love it. You also got the little button. If it's like mine, you can do the center, or you can do like the more, what is it, like, I don't know, fanned out sprayer kind of shower thing. I like the full blast. I go, pfft. Okay, we also got a safe. I hit my hand on the desk doing that. $69, I got to keep things under control. Getting out of control here. Too excited. $69.99 for the safe. 50% off. Got more. Cable glands. Got to check your glands. Scooty, where you at? We got to check your glands. Oh, that's so disgusting. $28.99 if you know, you know. $28.99, 50% off, so $14 there. We got a little cot there. We got some toys here. Oh, I love this sign. This is the sign. No trespassing. I own firearms and a backhoe. Boy, if more people implemented that mentality, this would be a better place, you know? $12.99, 50% off. $6.49 now. You got the DeWalt compatible LED work light, $14.98 with a 30% promo code through the 30th, and we also have a Prime member discount, so super cheap on that. A couple of fire extinguishers down to $29.99. The Duratec pliers set, look, that's an 8-piece set. Normally $60, we got the 15% coupon. We got the SK 5-piece pliers set, $79.99, $10 coupon there. We got the Vessel screwdrivers, the Sunix knife for $3.80, amazing deal. Okay, so there's tons. Oh, look at this, the drywall sander. That's not the right price. Hold on. Actually, the sale on that one already ended. I posted this yesterday. It was like $110 yesterday, $109 or something. And the website automatically updates prices, so that's the current price. So that's why you got to be checking the website every single day. Now, we already talked about that one. We're on to this one. Here we have the DeWalt Power Stack 5 amp hour battery. So latest and greatest from DeWalt because it's Power Stack and it's the larger battery, which physically is pretty close to the size of the regular 5 amp hour battery. Slightly different shape, but overall same. Longer runtime and blah, blah, blah. They love the Power Stacks. That's going to be like the new thing. 8812, I'm sure they're going to be coming out with more of them. 8812 right now, Lowe's $169, Acme Tools $169, Home Depot $199. So over half price discount there. But keep in mind the other retailers have promotions going on right now where, you know, you buy a tool, you get a battery, you buy a battery, you get a tool, you got all, and the 5 amp hour is included in those types of promotions. So if you're interested in the free tool options, you may find it to be a better value for you to go through like Acme Tools or Home Depot or something, or at least check the links and see what is offered. But if you just want the damn battery and you don't want to have to pay a bunch or deal with then selling a tool or having an extra tool you don't need or any of that kind of bullshit, $88, amazing deal for the Power Stacks. Here we have the 6-piece dry diamond drill bit set. Core drill bit for granite, marble, tile, ceramic, stone, glass by Mitigate Bayo. And it is 40% off there. So your little 6-piece set, normally $15.99, down to about $10 after we take 40% off. Cheap and handy to have around. Really like this one here from Duratech. We got the magnetic socket organizer set. You're getting the quarters, the 3/8, and the 1/2 inch. This is SAE. My favorite, probably not yours, but still my favorite, whether it's yours or not, because it has no bearing on whether it's my favorite. Holds 68 pieces, standard and deep. This is 40% off. I know what, I should have checked if this promo code works for 2, because this would be perfect to have 2 sets of these. Get one, have all of your 6-point lined up, then have another set, all your 12 points lined up, and just stacking them. I definitely got to come up with a different solution for my sockets. My current socket organizers, it takes up too much of a huge drawer, actually 2 huge drawers, because they're too spaced out. Super convenient, but lots of wasted space. And this is much more compact. I like the magnetic. I also like that this, you could pick up the whole rail and take it with you somewhere. Mine right now is a Craftsman version, and it's just holes. So, I mean, it keeps the sockets organized and in place, but you can't, like, grab a rack of them. You just got to stick your fingers in, like, 4 of them and pull them all out at the same time. You know what I mean? You stick the 4 fingers in and... $29, it's not always 4, sometimes it's only 2, but whatever. $29.99, 30% promo code, getting flustered there, $4.28, and a 10% coupon. We're taking 40% off on those bad boys right there. Sockets not included. One of my favorite items. I love these. If you have never used these, must buy. Must buy because they are amazing. 4-pack of Dusk Till Dawn light bulbs, 5000K daylight white, sensor bulbs, 12 watt, 100 watt equivalent. So they got a photo cell in them. These are by Quaker, and it's 50% off. So normally $23. It's gonna be $11.50 now. Again, that's a 4-pack, so it's what, like $3 a bulb, or I don't know. My math sucks, but it's something close to that. They automatically turn on and off because the photo cell's in there. So like a porch light, you just leave your switch on all the time. It gets dark, light turns on. It gets bright, light turns off. Quick sidebar story, if you don't mind. Like, this will take 2 seconds. When I used to work at the hotel, one of my jobs, I worked second shift. One of my jobs was at night when it got dark out, I would have to go to the utility room where the circuit breakers are and turn on the outside sign light. Why? Because the owner was a cheap ass and he thought it came on too early with the photo cell and that he was like wasting money by having the sign lit when it didn't need to be. The crap part was sometimes I'd get busy or I would just forget, and it would be like 10 o'clock at night and I haven't turned on the light yet because I forgot. So how much money did you lose on me forgetting to go down the hall and flip a damn switch as opposed to just having the thing come on when it was supposed to? Okay, so but it had a photo cell hooked up to it. It just, apparently he didn't like how it came on. Okay, just reminds me every time I think of one of these or see one of these. Now here's another thing related to these specific bulbs though. They work good inside too. It's not just a porch light. So I have this lamp that's in my loft and it's on a table right in front of the window, and it has one of these bulbs. Switch is always on. Enough light comes through during the day that the light's off, but when it gets dark, the light automatically comes on. And the way it's positioned, it's a loft and it illuminates the stairs, so I don't fall down the stairs, especially like in the middle of the night. You gotta I don't know, get a drink or some shit. You can see the stairs, they're illuminated, it's on all night. And then during the day, it turns back off. If you have like a rental property or you're going on vacation or something, screw a couple of these into light fixtures, bam, looks like people are home. Lights just came on. Oh, look at that, lights just came off. So there's several really cool ways to use these, and not expensive. You're getting a 4-pack. I love that deal. That's amazing. Another one of these DeWalt LED or DeWalt compatible LED lights. Little different style, just like the one earlier I showed you from the home improvement page is a little bit different because the other ones were essentially cube lights from like off-road lights or something similar, where this is, it's different. So Coreless LED work light works with your 20-volt DeWalt batteries, 48 watt. This is by CA New Sunshine. It's 50% off, normally about $30. We got the 50% code. There was 2 different options actually here. If we click this link, you'd be brought to either option. You can choose which one you like. but only about $15 for these. If you don't already have one in your DeWalt's lineup, I mean, I would find whichever one you like best and go ahead and pull the trigger, because they're pretty handy to have around, even if just an emergency case. Keep it in the bag, keep it in the car, whatever's with you. If you have like a bag of tools that you normally have, and that way you always have a light. And if you lose it, you break it, you forget it at someone's house, you're doing work somewhere. It's not like a light you paid a lot of money for, because the authentic DeWalt LED lights, they're really expensive, and LED light stuff is so cheap. There's no really reason to pay their lower prices. It's not a real technical tool. You're not worried about the torque of the light. And I'm sure they're plenty bright, by the way. Roadside emergency car kit, 137 piecer here. Jumper cable, car safety, road rescue kit by KitGo. And it is 40% off. Normally $69.99. Going to be, I don't know, it's going to be 40% cheaper. $40 or so. If we look at the kit, it's kind of hard to tell in the picture, but we have a bunch of stuff. Obviously, the jumper cables are right here. You got the little ring, like flare style light here. It looks like a little snow scraper. We have the, in case of emergency, brake glass. That probably also is a seatbelt cutter. Of course, we have a whole first aid kit right over here. We have a tow strap. We have an adjustable wrench. Somewhere in here there's the Mylar emergency blankets. You get the little reflector triangle guy so you don't get run over or something by traffic. A couple of bungee cords. That was a tire repair kit that's in there too, which is actually a really good idea to have in one of these kits, because a tire repair plug, as long as you have to wait, have a way to reinflate the tire, which I don't think this comes with an inflator, so maybe get that on the side. Also get a jump starter, by the way. But you could totally repair a tire with a plug on the side of the road and save yourself the damn tow or whatever else you would end up doing. So having a tire repair kit actually is a really good idea. But I thought, man, you're getting a lot for not a lot of money. A lot of peace of mind. I'm assuming, since it comes with the case, that it all fits in the case. It would be hilarious if it comes with the case but the shit don't fit in it. It's like, we're just going to give you both of these, you figure it out. Let's hope it actually fits in the case, though. Cordless electric ratchet wrench. 3/8 drive, 12 volt power ratchet tool kit, 37 foot-pounds, which is pretty close to what you would get from the other major brands as far as torque. 2-pack of 2 amp-hour batteries, 45-minute fast charges by Plitio, and it is 50% off, normally $80, 25% promo code, 25% coupon, so you're going to pay $39.99. Love the 2 batteries, especially with brands that are, it's not DeWalt, it's not like one of the major brands where you could just go out and get another battery. So we can have one on the charger, we're using one. If at some point one doesn't hold the charge anymore, of course you could always take it apart and replace the cells, but you would at least have a backup and you would still have a usable tool even if you don't want to do that. Also, it's variable speed, which is really nice for the ratchets. I mean, not all of them come variable speed, but you definitely would prefer it. So $39.99, I like it. Got more. King of 82 piece, 3/8 inch, half, 3/4, 1, 1 1/4, 1 3/4. Cable clamp kits, pipe clamp kits, 304 stainless steel, 50% off. Normally $32, so that brings it down to about $16 with the promo code. Love these things. The Vigro has several sets that are different sizes, so I don't know if I have this one exactly, but I definitely have one from them. I also have the Harbor Freight ones, and I will tell you, way back in the day I bought the Harbor Freight ones, and I went through the engine compartment of the Caprice and found all sorts of places to put these things, to hold wires and make it look all nice and pretty, and I spent like an entire day just kind of tinkering around, trying to make the engine compartment look real nice as best as I could. And the problem was the Harbor Freight ones aren't stainless steel, or at least they weren't back in the day. Maybe they have a new version, but I doubt it. And the rubber, of course, is fine, but the metal band going through got all corroded and looked like shit. And it didn't take long, and it pissed me off just because I spent a lot of time doing that. And it didn't take long for it to look like hell. So if you're going to use them in a place that you care what it looks like, stainless steel. Holds up much better. I did these Vigro ones, and I replaced all the stupid Harbor Freight ones 3 years ago. They look like new. They look like I put them on yesterday. And that's a pretty good price. I mean, anytime you add the word stainless steel to anything, and all of a sudden it gets expensive. 380 piece knob pull machine screws, zinc plated truss head, screw washer nut assortment by the that hurts. $24.99, 50% off. Going to be $12.50. Nice little assortment, different sizes. Get your pulls all right. Don't want it too long. Of course, then you could cut it, but this is easier, better. You still cut these two. Pressure washer extension wand with 5 pressure washer nozzle tips. Multiple degrees, 120 degree, 120 inch. Stainless steel power washer lance by Avage, and you have the 1/4 inch quick connect. It's 50% off. Starts out at $50, which really seemed like too much to me. And the 25, when I started looking up some comparables, because it still seemed a little high. Like 20 seemed like a good deal on this. You know, like 20, I'm all in. 25 still seemed a little high. But when I looked up comparables, I was like, well, shit, I guess this is a better deal than I thought. So you're getting 2 different pieces that are 60 inches each for your extension, and then you get up to 120 inches, obviously. And then we have all the different nozzles, which are universal. You know, you could use them with these extensions or without, and various different pressure washers are going to use the same thing. But one thing with a pressure washer, like they're showing the side of the house. If you were doing siding or something, you don't want to spray up at the siding. You would prefer to spray at it perpendicular, or aiming downward would be preferable, because that's the natural way the water is supposed to flow down your siding anyways. You spray up and you can get water up in there, and it's just whatever. You'd like to avoid it. So getting this is definitely helpful as far as reach, because pressure washers, you have a ton of pressure right out the nozzle, but within like a foot, 2 feet, it's a fine mist now. You know, it really loses its oomph quickly. So you can't pressure wash siding with like a normal wand and be 20 feet away or whatever. It's not doing anything. You're not getting any water up there. But the only thing this doesn't have that would be really nice and you may want to look for is the hooked piece at the end. If you had these 2 extensions and then you had the other piece that's like a curve, you know, it's like a shepherd's hook, you know, it's a curve, and put that on the end with the nozzle, now you got tons of reach, especially like if you had like a stepladder, you got all the reach you need. You'd have your hook, and you could be aiming down like you should and really do a good job on like siding for the example we're talking about. So it's the only thing it's missing, but, you know, being able to reach out and touch is nice. Weller cordless soldering iron, AA powered, $14.98. Now, Amazon is price matching Lowe's, but Lowe's doesn't have free shipping, so actually Amazon's a little bit cheaper. Home Depot's $20.83, and Farm and Fleet is $30. I thought this was really interesting. I'm not sure how good it would work. It says 6 to 8 watt. I don't know why is it like a high-low, or is that a range? Like, I don't know, but I never paid attention how much power does a normal soldering iron use, because I don't know how long is a AA battery going to last on this, and how hot is this going to get? Is it legitimately usable? Now, my only thing to think, yeah, I guess, is because it has 119 reviews and 4 out of 5 championship belts. But my first guess would be no. Like, that battery's not going to last for shit. Or it's not going to be hot enough to melt the solder. But if those were the case, I would expect worse reviews. So, but it's also only $14.98, so you're not talking about like paying $100. Or it's not like buying a $500 carburetor that's supposed to be new, and then you get it and it's obviously used, and that was like a week ago, and you already sent it back the same day you returned it, but Amazon says they're not going to give you your refund until May 5th. Even though they already show in their system that they have received your return. So you're just sitting, waiting without your $500, and don't want to buy a second one because, well, let's get everything cleared on the first one, will you? Bastards. I don't know how that even relates to this, but it just popped in my head. True story. Craftsman V20 Cordless Jigsaw Kit. 3 orbital settings, up to 2,500 strokes per minute. Those are a good amount of strokes right there. Battery and charger included. So you see the model number is D1. So you're getting one 2 amp hour battery with this kit. It's only $83.20, saving yourself almost $20 from Lowe's at $99. Craftsman lineup, you need a jigsaw. It's pretty good. You're getting a full kit. I don't know what charger it's coming with. I really don't know much about the Craftsman chargers. If they're anything like the DeWalt, it's going to either be a 2 amp hour or a 4 amp or 2 amp output or 4 amp output. But considering it's coming with the 2 amp battery, I'm going to guess it's going to be a 2 amp output. They could screw you with something like a 1 1/4, but hopefully it's not that bad. $83.20. Here we have the Skill 4-volt pivot grip rechargeable cordless screwdriver. Pretty handy for light duty, low torque applications. Also for confined spaces. I kind of like the twist grip thing. So, you have it, it's not really a 45, but I guess it's close, like a 30. And it rotates, obviously you can see it says the word twist there. And once you go whoop, and now it's a straight. So maybe it gets into places other things can't. Could be pretty useful for like cabinetry and handles and things like that where you really don't have the space maybe. It's on sale for $21 right now. Acme Tools, it's $30, but then Acme's going to charge you $6 for shipping, so it's really $35. Even comes with a little rail of bits. This one I thought was really interesting. Something that I haven't seen before. I mean, it's like a foam cannon, but it doesn't use a pressure washer. I feel like that might not work as good, but if you don't want to hook it to your pressure washer or you don't own a pressure washer, this might be like the next best you can do. Electric foam sprayer plus the microfiber wash mitt, automatic pressurized car wash soap pump by Glow XO. It's 30% off, normally $34.31. So 30% is like $11 off. $23. And it's kind of neat. It only has 7 reviews. That sucks. Wish it was 700. Make me feel better about it. But a little rechargeable sprayer guy. You don't even have to use it for car wash stuff. I don't know. Spray your plants. You ever see old ladies spraying plants? I don't even know why they're spraying them. What are they spraying on? Is it just water? Is that just water? Is it like a chemical of some sort? Are we calling up Roundup and suing them soon? Like, what are we spraying? But I'm sure you can, I don't know, put whatever you want in it. Oh man, we got a crank anchor here. Hand crank winch, 3,500 pound steel cable boat trailer winch. Heavy duty, you got 33 feet of yanking to do. 2-way ratchet by Vavor. It's 40% off. Normally $40.99. The promo code goes through the end of the month. And we're just cranking shit. We're over here cranking. Cranking our day away. Cranking our life away, really. Come to think about it. 6-piece wire brush set. 2-piece stainless steel brushes. 2-piece brass brushes. 2-piece nylon brushes with curved ergonomic handle grip by San John. It's 50% off. You got to have one of these. If you don't have a set of these brushes, 100% need them. Normally $10. The 50% is going to make it $4.99. Free shipping for the Prime members. I was scraping the shit out of all sorts of things the other day with very similar brushes. Cleaning up all over, getting it ready for that rust converter stuff, and knocking off all the loose grease and grime and junk. Clean up the rims with them. Get the nylon ones. Pretty soft. Good enough for that. Now, one thing I will say is, depending on what you're doing with them, they get gunked up super quick. But here's the thing. They're a pain in the ass to clean when they get all gunked up. Unless you know this trick, okay? This is how you clean brushes like this. You got a bench grinder. You got a wire wheel on it. You wire wheel the wire. The wire brush. Wire wheel the wire brush. Just give it a little buzz. Cleans it right up. Won't destroy it. It might pull a few, like, you might get hit with a ricochet or something. But that's okay. Just pull them out of your hand. It won't kill you. works really good for cleaning those things up. Because otherwise, my problem was I had a 6-pack just like this, and it got all full of gunk and dirt and crap, and it wasn't scrubbing anymore. And then it becomes a smearing tool instead of a cleaning tool. And I went over that thing and was, oh, this worked very nicely. So that's my recommendation. Oh man, these should have been earlier. These should have been earlier. You're getting a little bonus for being here 30 minutes into the video. 30-piece lever wire connector kit for solid or stranded wires. This is by Tycon. 40%. This is such a good price because these things are kind of generally expensive. Normally $10. 40% is going to make them $6. You're getting 30 pieces, and you get a whole little assortment. You get 2-wire, 3-wire. Looks like that's up to 5-wire. Am I counting right? Can I count? No, I think that's 5. So these are great because they're so easy. You just lift the lever, throw the wire in, close the lever. There's like a little blade in there that pinches down on the wire. Of course, it goes across the terminal, so that's how you get your connection. Especially if you're like testing things, this is a super quick way to reconfigure. Like test it, go and then release it, and then put it back together. And then once you lock those things down, I mean, it's all encased in plastic. I mean, these things are just great. I know not everyone likes them, but I started using these, I don't know, a while ago. And don't use them every time, but man, they work good. I have not had any problems. Someone's going to leave a comment saying how they're trash and they burnt their house down with them or whatever. I haven't had that experience. Not yet. I like them. So, all right, guys. Everything is linked down below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give the video a like, subscribe for a nice subscriber. I'll see you guys next time.